Good morning. From Fox 5 News, this is Good Day Atlanta at 8 a.m.
An argument in southwest Atlanta ends in gunfire, sending one person to the hospital.
And a disturbing case of animal abuse in Gwinnett County leads to 2 arrests. The inhumane conditions police say dozens of dogs suffered.
And it's Christmas Eve, everybody. Airports across the U.S., you know it, they're going to be jam-packed. So we've got what you need to know before you head to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. And good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas Eve to you, and especially to you.
Yeah, hey, partner.
It is here. We are settled in and ready to go. Welcome to Good Day Atlanta at 8. I'm Paul Milliken in for Buck today.
And I'm Alex Whitler. Hey, fun fact.
Yeah.
Leave all those rhinestones and all the sparkly gear at home if you've got to head on out to the airport.
At the airport,
yeah. We just learned about that a moment ago. We'll explain a little bit later. But first, we want to check in with Alex Forbes, who is keeping his eyes on the weather.
And it sounded like that instruction was specifically directed at Ron. So Ron is not going to bring his rhinestone.
Those tinselly sweaters of yours, Ron Gantz.
Exactly. So a busy day over at the airport, a busy day at airports across the country. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day tomorrow, and then the day after, that's the busiest. A live look here at Hartsfield-Jackson. So the temperature in Atlanta has now fallen to 56. I think this is going to be the coolest. We have broken through the cloud cover now, officially measuring sunny skies, despite some cloud cover there off in the distance. Westerly breeze at about 6 miles an hour at Hartsfield-Jackson. And it's 52 in Canton this morning, 58 in Gainesville, 53 in Athens, hanging on to 46 over in Newton County, 49 in Carroll County, and 51 up in Whitfield County. Well above where we should be for Christmas Eve. All right, so here we go. Temperatures warming into the 70s now through the afternoon. 73 is what I'm expecting for a high temperature today in Atlanta. That's going to put us on the warmer end of things, obviously. In fact, we might even tie a record. 75 today in Covington, 76 in Eatonton, 76 in Athens. You think this is warm? Just wait till you see Christmas Day. We're going to take a look at that and some rain chances between now and New Year's coming up in a few minutes.
Hot holiday. Thank you, Alex. Let's take a look at Skyfox traffic. The downtown connector is all green between Langford Parkway and the Brookwood interchange. You can look forward to a smooth 7-minute trip time. Checking your big 3 from the northern suburbs. I-75 out of Cobb County, nice and green, just 11 minutes. No problems on Georgia 400. Happy to report another green 10 minutes. And your ride in from I-85 in Gwinnett County, even quicker, just 7 minutes.
It is 8:02 right now, and thousands of people will pass through Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport to make it to their Christmas destinations on time.
And travelers were up bright and early this morning trying to beat those crowds.
Yeah, and every time we see Kim Leffler, it's a little bit busier around here. So let's get back out to Kim right now. Kim, how's it looking right now?
Yeah, every hour more and more people are pouring in here to the airport. Let me give you a live look at what we're seeing at this hour. You can see the line there is pretty long, but they are moving. And in fact, all of the TSA security lines are 5 minutes or less, which is some good news. But people we spoke to this morning say they were prepared for the crowds as they head to their holiday destinations.
Decked out in their holiday best, travelers got to the airport bright and early Wednesday to beat the crowds.
I expected worse.
Emron Maduro is on his way to meet up with family in Aruba and enjoy some warm weather.
I'm from the Netherlands, so it's sunny over there. I need it.
Hartsfield-Jackson expects 5.3 million people to travel through here this holiday season, up from 4 million last year. Friday, December 26th, is expected to be the busiest day with a peak of over 348,000 travelers.
Better than what I expect because I knew I was early, so I was like, I'd rather be early with the unknown and just sit there for a while.
The airport encourages domestic travelers to arrive 2 hours early and 3 hours early if you're heading overseas. But travelers we spoke to Wednesday morning say they're prepared to brave the crowds.
Just plan to be earlier than early, which is very different from my other experiences. I'm usually right in time.
A lot of gifts, so you gotta manage your packaging, so the weight and everything. But all in all, it's nice.
Now, we are keeping an eye on how weather in the northeast and out west could impact flights here in Atlanta. And according to FlightAware, there have been 36 delays so far and 8 cancellations, which is up just a little bit from when I started checking a little bit earlier this morning. So if you do have a flight today, be sure to check your flight status before heading to the airport. Live this morning at Hartsfield-Jackson, Kim Leffler for Good Day Atlanta.
It's just such an exciting time. I feel like I can feel the excitement on the other side of you, Kim. Thank you. It's 8:05 now and some serious news. One person was killed overnight when a car hit the back of a MARTA bus. This happened on Memorial Drive around 2 o'clock this morning near the Carter Road intersection. Police say the driver of the car was killed and a passenger was hurt. We're told the driver of the bus also complained about injuries. We're working to learn more now about a multi-car crash in Conyers that sent one person to the hospital, and they got there via helicopter. This happened overnight on I-20 eastbound near West Avenue, shutting down multiple lanes. No word on what caused the crash or how the victim's doing, but we'll update you as soon as we learn more.
And new from overnight, a shooting in southwest Atlanta sends a man to the hospital. Police say 2 men got into an argument in a neighborhood on Ridgeview Drive when things escalated with one of them pulling out a gun. The victim was taken to the hospital. We're told one person has been detained. And now to a tragic update on a missing man. 21-year-old Kenny Jackson was found dead in Oglethorpe County. Jackson disappeared from a Dunwoody skate park back in November after authorities say he went skateboarding with a friend. Right now, his cause of death is unknown.
We're learning new details about the 3 escaped inmates from DeKalb County's jail who are now back behind bars after several days on the run. The FBI says the trio hijacked a Lyft driver's car to reach South Florida, and that's where they were later captured. The rideshare was ordered from one of their girlfriends' homes, and the driver told the FBI that the men used a fake name to order that ride, put a rope around her neck from behind before dragging her into the back seat. The rideshare driver said the men even threatened to take her life.
Taken to the girlfriend's house of inmate minor. Inmate minor's girlfriend then contacted a Lyft to pick up the 3 inmates and transport them to an address in Florida.
All 3 inmates, Stevenson Charles, Yusuf Minor, and Naud Yohannes, are charged with kidnapping along with the escape itself. Well, in Gwinnett County now, 2 women are behind bars accused in a horrifying animal cruelty case.
Yeah, Fox 5 was the only station there as Gwinnett County police arrested Christine Abbott and Donna Slavin at a home in Snellville.
Investigators say they kept dozens of dogs in disgusting conditions. More than a dozen animals were already dead. Here's Fox 5's Christopher King reporting.
Fox 5, the only crew on scene as Gwinnett County Police arrest 2 women accused in a stomach-churning case of animal cruelty.
They located 25 dogs that were alive.
It all happened right here on Britt Drive in Snellville. Police tell Fox 5 they got reports of animals kept in vile conditions.
They definitely said this was a very horrific scene.
Back on September 17th, investigators found dozens of dogs.
They were located in cages that were very small in size, and these cages contained feces, urine.
Those were the ones still alive. The other details are the stuff of horror movies.
They also located 13 plastic bags and freezers that contained deceased dogs at different stages of decomposition.
Police on Tuesday arrested Christine Abbott and Donna Slavin.
It's very surprising.
Cheryl Huff lives up the street. Huff was aghast when we told her about what police describe as abominable conditions.
I love animals, so yeah, that's great. It's awful. It's just sad, really.
Couldn't believe it. It was mind-blowing.
This neighbor wants to remain anonymous.
And to think it's just right here, right in our neighborhood. It's tragic.
She struggles to fathom how anyone could treat defenseless animals with such inhumanity.
I don't know why people would attempt to do that to poor animals.
Christopher King for Good Day Atlanta.
Yeah, really disturbing. The dogs that survived were taken to the Gwinnett County Animal Shelter.
Both Abbott and Slavin are charged with felony and misdemeanor animal cruelty.
Time right